obviously we had to meet the maker behind MC Pressure, and I'm going to put some pressure on you to tell us the story behind this really unique brand. Obviously we see a lot of big machines behind us doing really amazing things right here in the local community, but that are actually shipping all over the US.
It's true, we've been making a lot of fun stationery products over the last couple of years. We do a lot of things from custom products all the way through our own product line of greeting cards, coasters, and notepads.
Now, one thing I have to tell you about Ryan is the fact that when you're looking around this space, you're gonna see some, I would say, Renaissance-esque machinery. We don't want to call it old, but let's call it vintage. So some things that you're not going to see in a Kinko's, in a Staples, or in a big box store, but there's truly an artisanal touch that moves with every piece of paper that comes out of this store. So tell me about the actual production and the engineering behind your craft.
Sure, so letterpress is a relief form of printing, and it takes a positive image that's negative, or a positive image that's reversed, and it inks it or heats it up and presses it into the paper, leaving a physical impression onto the paper. The oldest press that we consistently use is from 1958, and the newest is from 1970. But yeah, a lot of like older heavy machinery that we have around here, but as long as you kind of keep it oiled and everything running in smooth order, it should all go really well.
So I think it's really interesting that these things go hand in hand. You do have these vintage machines that you're using to create really modern, fun, beautiful, often tongue-in-cheek creations. So how does that parallel for you? Like, what is it about your personality that brings these classic printing press techniques with this very modern, very quick-witted humor that you clearly have throughout your entire brand?
It's been a lot of fun to develop over the years, I'd say. A lot of what we do is more serious, kind of people's wedding invites and business cards. And when we're not working on those things, it gives us a little bit of downtime, in which case we get to kind of flex the creative muscles and make something really goofy and unique.
I want to switch gears and talk about your background and how you got here, because you went to school to be a graphic artist, but how did you break out of maybe what you were taught and really create something that was uniquely your own with MC Pressure?
Yeah, I went to school at Flagler here in St. Augustine for graphic design and fine art. I double majored, and once I graduated, I went to New York for an internship. I think through that, I often realized, like, I don't know if I want to sit in front of a computer all the time. While I was in school and college, I was able to get an internship kind of working at a shop that was here in town doing letterpress work, and I fell in love with it from there. When I moved back, I realized I wanted to keep printing and kind of found my way back to it through that.
Like I said, we are kind of in a churn, burn, click and receive era, but what is the difference when you're shopping with somebody like MC Pressure?
We make everything here. We design it from the ground up. There are times where people are able to bring us their own designs and we can print that for them if things are applicable, but by and large, we're designing and producing every single thing about it here. There's a lot of possibilities, and that's what we're kind of here for. It's funny when people come in, they kind of are like, what's possible? And the reality is, like, anything is possible. We're here to really help make something really custom or unique for you depending on what you're looking for.
So what does that process look like? If somebody wants to come, they want to order something, they want to really make sure their next event is really special, or maybe they want to customize their own stationery and it's not like anyone else's. So if they want that unique printing experience, what does the process look like?
I would probably start by going on our website. From there, we can have you fill out a custom order form, and that helps us get some of the basic info that we need. From there, I'd probably encourage somebody to come by the shop and check out some samples to see like what papers look like, how they feel, how they interact with other things, how the different print processes look when things are printed on them. From there, we would work on some sort of digital proofing process, get you a design that's approved. Once it's approved, we put it into production, it goes on press. I like to try and keep people updated with photos and videos while it's on press, and that's always fun to see because it's a really unique process. Once it's done on press, we finish it up and package it up to get it back to the customers.